Okay guys, welcome back to lesson 25, and this is area as a difference, and this is going to still be finding area of a figure, but this has a little different trick to it, and some of you may find that you like it better, some of you may find it confusing, but later on when we get past these lessons, you're going to find that this is a useful tool, and you can use this or the other method that you have been using up to now, whichever one you find to be better for you. But right now, until we get used to this, if your directions say to use area as a difference to find it, then that's what I'm going to want to see on your work when we say show your work. All right, let's get right down to it. So let's pretend for a minute that this is an actual, it's not a very straight line, is it? Let's pretend that this is an actual rectangle, just like this. Okay? And this side is 4, and this side is 6, and this side is 4, and this side is 6. Now, we know that this is 6 because we've got 2 here and 4 here. Added together, they equal this 6. Alright? And then the normal way you've been doing this, we would say this is 2, so then this must be 2. But this saves you from having to do that, doing area as a difference. We're going to say that the area of this entire figure right here is 6 times 4, which is 24. Alright? So it's 24, but then we know that there's a piece of this right here that's actually missing from that 24. It's not there. So we're going to find out how much that one would be. We know this is 4. We know this is 2. So the area of this little box that's really not here is actually 8. So I'm going to subtract 8 from the 24, and I get 16. So that's how you do area as a difference. We're going to practice it a couple more times and then let you do your lesson. Okay, go to the next frame. Alright, in this one, again, we're going to pretend like we've got this line here and here. Sorry. Alright, so we know that from the top to the bottom is 9, and from side to side is 10. Alright, so if it were an entire rectangle, we would say 9 times 10 is equal to 90. So if it were a whole rectangle, it would be 90. But we have this little corner here that's not actually part of that 90, so we need to figure out how much it is and subtract it from 90. Alright, so we know that this much from here to here is 6. We need to find out how much this is. How can we do that? Alright, we're going to look at our other vertical lines. We've got 9 and we've got 2. Those are the only 2 verticals we have to work with. So if I take this 2 away from this 9, I'm going to get 7. So I know that this is going to be 7. And, sorry, this one is 6. 7 times 6 is 42. So 42 of that 90 really is not there, so I'm going to subtract it out. And I'm going to make that an 8 and 10. That's 8 and 4. So the area of the figure that we actually have is 48 centimeters squared. Remember, the area is always squared. Alright, let's go to your practice problems. You have 2 of them. Alright, in this one, we're going to have this little piece here that's not actually here, so we're going to find out first the area of the entire thing. Alright, from top to bottom, its longest piece is 8, and from side to side, the longest piece is 10. So we would say that 8 times 10 is 80. But we're going to have to subtract out this part here that's not here. Alright, if I know that from top to bottom is 8 and from bottom to right here is 4, then I know that this must also be 4. And by the same token, if I know that from side to side is 10, and of that 10, this much is 4, then I know that this must be 6, right here. And 6 times 4 is 24, and 24 is the part that's not really there, so we're going to subtract it out. Change this, and 10 minus 4 is 6, 7 minus 2 is 5, and so our area is 56. Alright, and whatever the dimensions are, I didn't write them in, but if it's inches, it would be inches squared, or centimeters squared, or feet squared, whichever. Alright, go to the next frame for your last practice problem. Alright, now this one's just got a tiny little piece that's not going to be actually here that we'll find out the area of. Alright, and we can see really easily this is 5 and this is 5, so we know that this piece we're going to subtract out is going to be 25. Alright, and then from one side to the other is 20, and from the top to the bottom is 10, so 20 times 10 is 200, minus the 25 that's not really there, and our final answer would be 175 units squared. Alright, get to your math. Remember to show your work. Remember to have all of the practice problems in your notes, and we will see you tomorrow, lesson 26.